King Kong ain't got shit.
Indeed, indeed.
Who raised it? Who raised it?
Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops, great. Oh, man. I'm actually enjoy this show. First off, so y'all ain't on my back. I'm smoking tonight. Somebody hit me like, yo, you be saying you always smoking, but you be on the pen a lot. And you be telling people to smoke with you, but you don't be smoking. Look. I don't know what you want me to say, bro. But look, I'm smoking. I appreciate y'all pulling for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. I had a comment from somebody on one of my videos, which inspired this video. So let me shout homie out real quick. For this specific video, I got a couple people to shout out, but for this specific video, was it Sheldon P Graham 8421? If I'm butchering your name, bro, my bad. But shout out to you. He broke down the background of the Freddie Gibbs Currency back and forth. I also found a video because once he said it, I'm like, let me look into that a little bit because I never paid attention to the Freddie Gibbs Currency back and forth. Currency is one of my favorite rappers because his music matched my lifestyle. But let's hop into it. Because homie gave me some good information, bro. I appreciate you. I found the information somewhere. And it's like right after I read your comment, bro. I get on YouTube. I'm not even really scrolling for nothing. I'm just flipping. And sure enough, I'm telling you, man, stuff work out in strange ways. Because sure enough, a video to explain more in depth what you was talking about, my man, popped up. So I appreciate you. So I'm gonna share that information. We're gonna share the information with everybody because I appreciate the way you did it. You didn't criticize. You shared the information and kept it P. So I appreciate you, my G. Let's get this screen shared. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps me keep the YouTube police outside. So while we smoking, drinking, kicking, and doing what we doing on the inside, they not bothering us. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all can go and take care of that bitch, I would appreciate it. We're gonna check this video out. This is Rob Markman. He's always pretty detailed. So it's perfect that he's the one that breaks this down. So let me find my lighter. We're going to get into it. Here we go. Let's go.
And you may have noticed on Gas Station Sushi, Gibbs took a subliminal shot at Currency. And if you don't know the history, you're probably like, yo, who takes a shot at Currency? Spit it, don't bother nobody. Who's taking shots?
Hey, it's worth noting, though. Every show I watch that's talked about this topic in their own unique little way, right? The first thing that comes out of everybody's mouth, spit it, don't bother nobody. He mind his own business. Like, so that's what my initial surprise was. Like, yo, bro, don't be bothering nobody. Like, he got a line. If you're a Currency fan, you know this line: fast cars and weed jars. That's what it is. That's what it is with Spitter. Fast cars and weed jars. That's what he be on. So to see him intertwine in some type of back and forth, whether he engages or not, it's like, whoa. It catches, you know what I'm saying? It catches your attention. It's like seeing somebody getting bullied that you never seen them argue or fight with nobody. Like, yo, what is you doing? Homie don't do nothing with nobody. But let's check it out.
So I'll break it all down for you. But first, please subscribe and like the video. I'm on the road to 100K. I need y'all to do that for me. And before I start, let me just say, I don't believe this is going to be some huge back and forth. As a matter of fact, Currency just dropped a new project on Friday. It's called 730. It's part of his Andretti series, right? In 2016, from September to December, he dropped a new tape on the 30th of each month. And, you know, so he's back to form. And on 730, he dropped the 730 tape. Do we get an 831? We got to see.
I am in the process of going through that. Believe it or not, I got kind of tangled up because, you know, they dropped, it was a new drop. Who was it? Metro dropped the project. So I got tied into doing that because I was just up and it was out. But then I found out about the Spitter, and me being me, I'm not going to check out Metro first before I check out Currency. So I paused the Metro for a second because I don't really do party type of albums where it's just fun and up tempo, and Currency music is more in my bag. So you'll hear about that first before you'll hear about the Metro. Just a little caveat. Let's go.
And it's dope. I mean, if you're a Spitter fan, it is what you want. And on it, he doesn't seem bothered by Gibbs' lyrics in the least. Like, so I don't think this is gonna be a back and forth at all. So back to Gas Station Sushi, right? On it, Gibbs spit, could have ran that Fetty by myself, bitch, I'm the best without. That's a reference to the Gibbs Currency Alchemist 2018 project Fetty. A collaboration between all three of them. So in 2023, Currency dropped Vices, right? And on that project, he collaborated with Benny the Butcher and Jim Jones, two people who Gibbs have been known to be at odds with, actually had physical altercations with, and, you know, two rappers that he raps about them on Alfredo too as well. They get kind of, you know, some lyrics thrown their way. So the chances are high chances, extremely high chances that Currency didn't do that as a slight. I just don't see that. That's just not his character. He just don't be involving himself in any of the rap back and forths. You know what I'm saying? Like Currency has built a world for himself that he exists in. It's actually quite admirable to me that, you know, hip hop, everything that's going on in hip hop just doesn't really seem to affect Currency because he's built the world for himself.
Tap into what he talked about, though. Currency and Wiz Khalifa are like, if I had to make a list of my favorite, not most influential or nothing like that, but my personal favorite top 5 currently, they will both be in it. I've always had a hard time separating Wiz Khalifa and Currency. I feel like they're kind of one and the same for the most part. I've always wondered why they're not talked about more in hip hop conversations. It always bugged me out. Like, it's like they're the forgotten rappers or something. But if you go, I don't know how many of y'all are Currency fans. You know, most of my Currency videos, I did like 2. They don't do too well because I don't think people really check for currency like that. Either you in that stoner lane and you automatically rock with him, or you don't, which kind of sucks. If more people from the hip hop side of things, just check him out. My man can rap, bro. My man can rap. I don't know why people don't give you more of a listen.
Which I think is dope. So high chances, yes, he's worked with Gibbs and they got a joint album, and then he worked with Benny and Jim, and I just don't think that was a slight. I don't think he meant it as a slight. I don't even think he was paying attention or cares that much. Might not have even crossed his mind that could even be taken as a slight. That's how much in his own world Currency is. But a Twitter user, a couple years back had noticed that and had wrote, "Damn, Currency spit a fucking with all of Freddie Gibbs' enemies." So Gibbs responded, and then he said, "Fucking with all his enemies, and guess we're not getting the Fetty too." And then Gibbs responded with, "We wasn't getting that shit regardless." And then he went on IG on his stories and he said, "This shitted on our project, didn't shoot one video or do one show. I ain't mad. I just subtracted him from the equation, and me and Al made another classic, went to the Grammys, end the story, rabbit emoji." So he's talking about the first Alfredo project. So
Okay. We needed some context. Again, shout out to my man for I don't want to keep butchering your name if it's wrong, man. But Sheldon P Graham 8421, shout out to you, my boy, for putting me on game, giving me something to look up or try to find. Even though I promise you, this is like just fell in my lap. This information, and I'm like, man, that lined up with what my man said in the comments. So shout out to you. This is what I be asking y'all to do. This is the first cat that really did it. Like, hey, check this out. I think you'll find this interesting, or whatever the case may be. Man, y'all always welcome to do that, because y'all make the show. I mean, I might create the show, but if the comments stay zero, the views stay zero, and the subscription stays zero, I'm just what? You know what I'm saying? So y'all got equity. Whether I like it or not, y'all got equity. Let me get rid of these headphones, because I see I got the turban, the little fake turban joint on, because y'all know my hairline's still in the milk carton. So until I decide to take the time to go to I found a new barber. Moving in a new area, I had to find a new barber. If you know, you know, your relationship with your barber is special. But nonetheless, I'm getting off topic. I wholeheartedly agree with what Rob is saying, and shout out to Rob. If you want to watch this whole interview or this whole video, it's gonna be in the description. But shout out to Rob. He was right on cue with, like, his sentiments were perfect. I'm more or less echoing them at this point. It was a shocker, like I said, to hear this back and forth, because again, Currency comes out. He's always been that guy. He's above the fray. He's not about to dive into the BS. Like, he about it, rapping, weed, and cars. That's it. That's all. Nothing else. I watched his YouTube channel, and he man, I understand why Rob would say he's built the world for himself. Because if you go on Currency's YouTube channel or page or whatever, watch the videos that he makes. He's kind of like in his own bubble. I know we talk about Lil Wayne and how he like lives in his own bubble. They're not the same thing. I feel like Lil Wayne bubble keeps him naive of things that's going on in the world. I don't think Currency's naive of things that's going on in the world. I think he looks at everything like none of this has anything to do with me, and goes on about his business. He's not about to get tied into nothing. I don't think there's going to be a back and forth. I just don't see that being Currency style. I don't see a rap battle between them two even entertaining, to be honest. I don't feel like Currency out here trying to make sure the world know, hey, I'm the best. I feel like he out here, this is what I have to offer. You fucking with it or not? If you is, hey, that's what's up. If you're not, that's cool too. Like he don't trip off nothing. Like literally, I've never seen him trip off nothing. I think that the situation between the two is kind of like an accident. I could see if I was Freddie Gibbs, how I would feel some type of way. Hey, we got a project together. How invested are you in this project? You know what I'm saying? So if you doing something with somebody and one part of the project creation decides to not do nothing, you let's keep it a being. You would feel some type of way too. I feel like of all the things said on Alfredo's too, this Currency Freddie Gibbs thing is the least of our worries. To be honest, we shouldn't gaslight this. There's nothing to big up here. He got it off his chest. On to the next. Bet. Freddie said what he said. He had a right to say it. Cool. Everybody done with it now. Now him and Benny the Butcher is probably what we really need to get to talking about. And I might be making a video about that because I don't see Benny letting that go, because just how Freddie feels like he that dude, Benny feels like he that dude too. So that's gonna unfortunately require me to take in some New York rap, which is cool, I guess. If that's the assignment, that's the assignment. But yeah, we can definitely put the Currency back and forth or whatever to bed. It's nothing. It's a big nothing burger. I am going to be talking about soon Currency's new project, because it would go against this channel's nature or energy if I don't talk about that. Like I'm obligated to cover that album, which is why I respectfully stopped tuning in to the Metro Boomin one. If y'all do want to hear about the Metro Boomin, let me know though, so that way I don't forget. Because if it looked like y'all didn't care about it anyway, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. But I'm interested to really get a finish. I want to get a good 3 or 4 listens on this Andretti series album. Even though this is a Currency video, so I'm gonna throw this in there real quick. Like, comment, subscribe also. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say that. I'm not trying to mess up the vibe. I appreciate. Don't put the weed out. None of that. We smoking still. Again, as a Currency fan, I mean, not just a fan of his music. I mean, the lifestyle, the energy that he goes through life with. Like, I hope to attain that level of peace in life to where it's like, again, to be above everything. Like, and I don't mean in a snooty, stuck up type of way, but like that's not worth my energy type of way. And I'm gonna get there. I think I'll get there with age. I'm noticing I'm tuning in less to BS. But as a fan of Currency, y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way. Have y'all listened to Currency on a DJ Fresh type of production? Like, I think Currency and DJ Fresh, that combination together, could potentially be the best combination of production to artists for Currency. So I'm really hoping that them two link up and do another project, because it's like it's a perfect marriage. I promise you it is. It's a perfect marriage. But now that we see what this is, we can go on and put this situation to bed. Like I said, I'm probably gonna dive into the Benny the Butcher. What exactly do I got coming up? I got Currency. I got a reaction to Currency. I got I'm going to revisit Alfredo 1 and compare between the two, because there are people who are actually saying now that Alfredo 2 is better than Alfredo 1. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. This is why I'm doing it this way, because I could just jump on the train with everybody else. But I want to be fair again and not be prisoner of the moment. Go back, visit the old project, let that play a couple of times, and then say what's what. But I think that's all I got. That's all I got. Oops, great. This is Cush Equilibrium. I appreciate y'all pulling up for a smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Oh man. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. YouTube be at my door. You say the phrase, you know. I just said it. I said it 3 times, so I appreciate y'all.